Oh, fuck. We're doing this again, aren't we?
Talking about shit in Formula 1 that nobody likes, it's in a nutshell!
A few months ago, we talked about the completely perfect and incriticisable Lewis Hamilton. So appropriately, I think we should talk about Nico Rosberg to balance things out. That and the season's nearly over and Nico might actually win the season if he doesn't do Shanghai 2007. Nico Rosberg's dream from an early age was to win the F1 World Championship like his father before him, and it was very unlikely that there was going to be any injured drivers to help him. So if he wanted the World Championship, he was going to get it himself. Because, let's be honest here, nobody's ever won the World Championship by luck. Ever. Nico started his career in karting, like everyone else does, and in that karting space he met Lewis Hamilton and they were best friends forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Moving on. In 2002, Rosberg moved up to Formula BMW where he won the championship with considerable ease. He then moved to Formula 3 in 2003 and stayed there until 2004 when he got a test with Williams F1 the same year. In 2005 he took part in the inaugural GP2 season and became the first ever GP2 champion in the process, beating the likes of Heikki Kovalainen, Scott Speed, Neil Yarni, Nelson Piquet and Nico Lapierre. In 2006 he got his first seat in F1 with Williams, where he finished a bittersweet 17th in the tables with only 4 points. But look on the bright side, at least you still have more points than all of Marussia and Manor combined in that season alone. In 2007 he did relatively better, finishing 9th in the tables with 20 points, with a career best 4th in Brazil, ironically finishing ahead of Hamilton. Sign of things to come, maybe? Things started to stay sort of the same way until 2010 when he joined the newly reformed Mercedes team with Michael, the absolute greatest, Schumacher, and proceeded to not only beat Schumacher in points in all 3 seasons with Schumacher, but in 2012 became the first of the 2 drivers to win a Grand Prix, proving that age doesn't always equal wisdom. Yep, I am actually implying that Michael Schumacher had no wisdom. Sacrilege. In 2013, Michael retired again. He teamed up with Lewis Hamilton once again and continued to improve in the Mercedes team. 2014 was the crunch point. They both battled it out to the last race, only for Nico to have a problem with his car in the last race. You know, at the start of the video when I said that luck has never come into a championship, I still hold that point. 2015 was a bigger beatdown for Rosberg, which no double points will ever reinforce, with Hamilton winning in a much more dominating fashion to the point where even Vettel at one point near the end of the season actually overtook Rosberg in the championship for 1 race. But 2016, he actually has the advantage, so will he win? Feel free to tell me once the season ends and this video becomes dated and obsolete. See you then!